Hey everyone, back again. Welcome back to another video review. This time we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters episode, Prey. So the episode pretty much starts off where we last left off in the last episode, and pretty much Shockwave introduces the Decepticons to Predaking and tells them that he created him in the laboratory on Cybertron. And Shockwave just pretty much shows a sample of Wheeljack's Energon to Predaking during the interrogation process, and pretty much makes Predaking leave the base and fly to wherever he's going, and obviously we know where he's going in the next bit. So elsewhere, Bulkhead, Wheeljack, and Miko are kind of they plant these bombs in an Energon mine where, again, Decepticon miners are pretty much mining for Energon, and they're doing this so they can hopefully draw the attention of any other Autobots in sight. So in the Harbinger, Bumblebee, Raph, and Ratchet are pretty much figuring out all the gizmos and gadgets on the ship, pretty much trying to get the systems going. And meanwhile, RC introduces Jeff to Ultra Magnus, and pretty much Ultra Magnus he's not really strict. He pretty much, according to RC, he just goes by the rule book, essentially. Goes by the book. Because, as we know in the episode, Optimus taught Ultra Magnus to be his first lieutenant, just pretty much be a warrior, pretty much be a leader himself, essentially. And I kind of like that about Ultra Magnus and Prime. I'd say he's a fair improvement over his animated counterpart. So, but anyways, Ultra Magnus points out that he's detected 5 out of the 7 Autobots that he sees, but Jack obviously gets a little worked up about it. But RC points out that they can't pick out shielded Autobots in shielded areas. Meanwhile, Smokescreen is on the Nemesis. Pretty much, he pretty much finds the Forge of Solus Prime very easily, and he gets spooked out by Arachnid's facial expression inside that stasis pod of hers. And yeah, Smokescreen pretty much takes off with the Forge of Solus Prime. So Wheeljack and Bulkhead pretty much finish planting the explosives in the mine, and as they're about to detonate, they spot Predaking coming in their sights, and they try to attack the thing, but obviously Wheeljack and Bulkhead get overwhelmed by the powers of Predaking. Well, that was dramatic. And then Wheeljack pretty much lures Predaking into the mine, and then pretty much gets out of the mine, blows up the mine, destroying the mine, killing the mining Vehicons that are inside. But however, it does not kill Predaking. No, he pretty much digs himself out of the rubble that there is. And then they find there's a ship that's flying about, and that obviously turns out to be Ultra Magnus' ship. So Wheeljack and Bulkhead and Miko pretty much take off, get into the ship just in time for Predaking attacks, and pretty much they celebrate. They have a lot of reunions on the ship, and just as they're finished up with that, Predaking starts attacking the ship, and they pretty much have an air assault, a one-on-one air assault, essentially. And Predaking actually shoots one of the engines on Ultra Magnus' ship, and that pretty much damages it. However, Predaking actually pretty much flies under the ship and pretty much is flying on top of it. Ultra Magnus is able to shake Predaking off just by slamming Predaking's face into a rock, into a rock base, and pretty much Predaking he gets buried in another pile of rubble again. And elsewhere, Fowler gets a call from Ratchet stating that they're okay, they don't know about Jack and his whereabouts or whatever. And Bumblebee pretty much interrupts the call, and essentially they go outside the ship, and they find Ultra Magnus' ship touching down, and they celebrate and they have reunions, and then Ultra Magnus introduces himself to the other Autobots, and yeah, more reunions take place, yada yada yada. So back in the ship, the Decepticon ship, Predaking, or back in Darkmount, Predaking pretty much returns with no result, and Starscream says that, of course, like, Predaking can't speak because wouldn't know what happened, and obviously, yeah, so Predaking pretty much taking a friggin' beating in this episode. So anyways, Ratchet states that the Harbinger ground bridge is fully operational and everything's pretty much online. And then Fowler and June arrive in the fighter jet to make more reunions, and I seriously thought Ultra Magnus was going to shoot down the jet when they were first coming, when the jet was flying towards them, and I just thinking, oh no, this is going to be one of the most epic fails of all time, but didn't happen, thank God. And they so pretty much they prepare to fight back against Megatron. Essentially, when Ultra Magnus, he pretty much takes over command temporarily, and then takes the Autobots to the ship to equip them with with new weapons. So at the end of the episode, Smokescreen pretty much takes the Forge back to the area where he and Optimus are essentially, and pretty much Smokescreen says that he's got the Forge, you can fix yourself now, but Prime insists that, well, because the Forge pretty much has limited power, so he really insists that the Forge can be used to prepare the Omega Lock on Cybertron. And Smokescreen says that if you die, then there won't be a leader. But Optimus says that it's time for a new leader, and he believes that Smokescreen is the new Prime. So, yeah, that's really the end of the episode. Overall, wasn't too bad. It was pretty interesting. It was great to see Ultra Magnus, back in action, just doing his thing. It was just terrific. So, anyways, I do apologize if I was kind of jumpy in this review, but I'll try and be better in the next one. But anyways, overall, I'd say watch this episode. Highly recommended. You should go watch this episode. It's not too bad, it's not too perfect, but it's still decent nonetheless. So anyways, that is my video review of the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters episode Prey. I will see you all very soon. I'll be back as soon as possible for my next video. And yeah, so take care, see you soon, have a great day, and I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.